Hi, I'm Flonky, and I'm happy to show you our new trail bike, the Hugene. It's pretty simple, we just needed that trail bike. We do have a nice network of local trails, uphills and everything in this area, and we needed one bike which fits perfectly to that. So we have a Spindrift, which is a bike park enduro bike, a Tai, which is a great enduro bike. They are all decent climbers, but they don't fit perfectly to those local trails. That's why we just made it.
Our development goal for the Hugene was to improve both uphill and downhill capabilities of the bike. So what we did is we steepened the seat tube angle to give you a better pedaling position. At the same time, we slackened the head tube angle to about 65 or 65.5 degrees, depending on the fork length that you're using on your bike. That really feels great for high speeds, but it also still gives you this quick and responsive feeling when you're riding uphill or slower single tracks. The reach is about 2 centimeters longer compared to the previous version of this bike, and combined with a 445mm chainstay length, you always feel nicely balanced between the front and the rear wheel.
For us, the Hugene is a pure trail bike. We wanted to have a real difference between an enduro bike or a trail bike. So we didn't just make a short travel enduro bike and change the angles and that's it. We just did change everything on the bike to get that trail bike we wanted.
One of the most important points during the development of the Hugene was to get the bike really light. So to achieve that, we optimized the frame structure to a less curvy design, so the tubes don't experience any unnecessary stress. At the same time, we optimized the carbon layup itself, and we also manufacture the upper linkage now from carbon. And overall, we were able to lower the frame weight by more than 300 grams compared to the previous model. Here at PROPAIN, we test all our frames in-house in our own test lab. We do 10 different tests, and the load cycles sum up to more than 500,000. We also run several impact tests and also stiffness measurements. For the Hugene, for example, we tested 4 different frame variants to get the stiffness on point.
Our plan is to build the best bikes for us and our friends. And that's just straightforward. We do those bikes and build those bikes. We see a need for us and our friends. And that's just what we do.
We increased the rear wheel travel of the bike to now 140mm, and that can be combined with a 140mm or 150mm fork. We also lowered the leverage ratio, so we are able to use a shock with a longer stroke. We kept anti-squat around 100%, and at the same time we tweaked the progression curve a little bit, so we get that nice small bump sensitivity, but also a solid bottom out resistance. And that's what you need if you really want to shred.
For me, the Hugene is the most beautiful bike we've ever done. And of course, it is rocking all those features we did introduce with the other bikes, like the dirt shields, the badges you can choose, and the new chainstay protectors, and of course, blend carbon.
Overall, I'm really excited how the Pro 10 suspension performs on the trail. It really doesn't waste any of your pedaling energy. At the same time, it stays fully active all the time. And you never have this feeling you want to lock out your shock. To me, it really is a perfect trail bike suspension system.